There we go. We is still live. I had somebody make this for me a while back. And they did it for free, so I didn't want to be a dick about it. But I've just got to the point where I'm like, I'd really rather it be my style than whatever, because they were like, oh, I'll draw it for you. And then they messed up the wings on my character. Like, granted, they don't look bad, but that being said, that's not the style of wings my character's supposed to have. And so I fix. Where the fuck is my mouse? Oh, there it is.
Hi, Miss Colette.
Good morning, Miss Colette. How are you doing, buddy? How are you and the old sturds doing? Man, this fucking foam thing is amazing, though. That makes it so much easier to hold my pen. I haven't done art in a long time.
We appreciate you stopping by.
Absolutely. Working today? Yeah, okay. I hope your work and everything goes well. I won't be on for too terribly long today because I have an MRI at 2 o'clock. We got them as emotes now? Wait, what's an emote? Did that Pokestab pop up in chat? My BTTV emote? Oh, well, I can't see it in my OBS. That's why I asked if it actually popped up. Yeah, those are free emotes. Everybody can use those from BTTV. Well, as long as you have the, what is it, Better TV or Pranker Face extension, whatever it is. So those are just free emotes that I have uploaded to BTV. Yeah, my emotes are currently Plague Doctors. Have you used the old Stream Reader ones as emotes? No, so that Cactar is my rogue skin from Stream Raiders. But I have the rights to all of my skins now, so I can do whatever I want with them. And Stream Raiders can't do anything about it. So I own full and exclusive rights to all of the skins that I had made for Stream Raiders.
911 points.
Spamming. Stay on that grind. Yeah, no, you're good, Miss Colette.
Join battles that are just ending.
That won't give them points, though, unless I actually put a unit down.
Yes.
But they could be doing that. Yeah, they could be. I don't know. Oh, Shiny Eevee's been up all night playing. She just went to work a little bit ago.
Well, work, no sleep.
I know, right? But yeah, so when Stream Raiders announced that they were ending Stream Raiders, they ensured that all the captains had exclusive rights to all the skins that they had made.
Did you look that up and that was the thing?
It's not that I looked it up. I had an argument with fucking Thomas about 2 years ago, and we got into this debate as to who owned the skins. And so I contacted an attorney, a property rights attorney, and they said that Stream Raiders didn't own a damn bit of the skins because they didn't make them for me. They reached out to somebody and had them commissioned based off an idea that I had and money that I made. So they were like, they can't stop you from using those skins anyway because their artist didn't make them. All they did was go be like, oh, hey, you give me money, I'll have this person make the skin for you.
Lol.
So there was some rights issues there to begin with. So regardless, we now own all the rights to our skins, like
Without contest.
without contest. Yes. You know, when I first started in game development, that was one of the first things I did was look into being able to use my skins in my Survivor games. And then once I figured out I could and talked to an attorney, Thomas was just like, please don't. I was like, I'm going to do it. Like, it's
You
fun.
know I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Oh, whoops.
Yeah, it's live if you want to jump in somebody's battle real quick. There's
Yeah, the game is live. You did like Stream Raiders? Your son's better. Ours will be better. I love Stream Raiders, don't get me wrong. But we know everything they did right and everything they did wrong.
they have the receipt.
We have the scars and the receipts from Stream Raiders. Yep.
Yeah, just you can. I know I don't know how much time you have, but you hop in just one battle and just kind of see it. It's still buggy for some, but most
It is. It's still a prototype essentially.
It's
like
mostly quality of life right now, aside from the things you want to add.
Yeah, we were just getting the foundation laid for the game.
There's very few
and then
bugs.
we'll add mechanics and stuff as we go. I will really shine whenever we start balancing units and coming into PvP and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like that's gonna be
That'll be your time.
yeah, that'll be my time to shine, bro. Show them how us old school ARPG players do balancing.
The website on the mobile is very tricky.
You can use it on the mobile app if you go to the link on your phone. However, it's not designed to work that way very well at the moment. We are going to be releasing apps on both Android and iOS,
Eventually.
but currently the web version is the only version we have running. We will get the others as soon as we can.
Are y'all planning to mix offline battles or leave it available?
It'll be available. Like people can run offline battles. However, they're gonna get less for doing it.
I do like that reduced rewards.
Yeah. If you're not actively online playing, engaging with your community and being a positive influence on the community,
And you're just trying to rack up points.
yeah, and you're just grinding or whatever, then you're not going to get as much as the people who actually come in and engage and like.
Are viewers going to get the same amount?
Hmm.
Or also reduced?
They'll get reduced too if they're playing in a battle that is offline.
But right
now, if it's a battle that was online when it started, then they'll get full rewards on that. But yeah, people are just running offline battles. They won't get the live bonus.
Do you want to put in like the play? Oh, you're in the software and game development.
I just put myself in the art category.
Here is doing like pausing tabs. Nope, you're in software and game.
What the fuck? I just put myself in the art category a minute ago. That's very strange. But yeah, I had somebody draw this for me a while back. And I was like, I want green wings like Tyrael from Diablo 2. And they gave me green wings, as you can see. But they kind of skipped the whole Tyrael part. So guess I'm doing it myself. Did you say something to me, baby? No. Bite me. Just get rid of all this shit and then we'll have you refreshed.
This is hella loud.
Oh, interesting. Is it stuck on Bluetooth mode or is it actually using the dongle? My point is, your laptop sitting right in front of it could be blocking the signal to the dongle because it's through the laptop, so it could be interfering.
Okay. That should be the website.
Yeah. We will get a mobile app out as soon as we possibly can. We just got to make sure the servers aren't going to burn down first. If that makes sense. Because, you know, we've only had 2 months to build this fucking thing. Like, I don't think people understand how much we've done in that 2-month time period. Like, that's crazy. Taking a game from 0 to anything in 2 months is pretty wild.
I'm trying to pin my comment, but can you not pin it on the comment?
If you're a mod, you can.
I'm a mod.
Then you should be able to right click it and tell it to pin to chat.
There's a little thing that says that I can pin.
You can click on that too. Do not make me come over there and lick you.
It's not working.
I will fight you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Colette.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, there we go. Wait, was she able to pin that from her phone?
She pinned it from where she's doing.
Live on my mobile. It's been great. Beautiful. Yep.
Alright, now I can figure out why it keeps pausing videos.
If you tab out, it's because your browser is making it an inactive source.
That wasn't an issue before.
Yeah, but you see, if you're doing it and it's Twitch, they've just changed their terms and shit, and they made it to where you can only watch one active stream unless you have multiple monitors, in which case they both have to be active and up front, or it'll pause the one behind it. So if you're in the middle of ads on somebody's channel and you swap to a different channel to watch them while you wait on the ads will pause on the other channel until you get back.
The cats in the background have been the whole time. It's not paused once, but yours is paused like 3 times, and Jay's kept pausing before.
Yeah, that's because you're swapping between tabs, and the other one's in a window of its own. It's going inactive if it's pausing.
Like me doing this.
Yeah.
Come back and you're paused.
Yeah. It's weird that the cats aren't paused. Are they a partnered channel?
Yes.
That's why. You have your work laptop on because you're. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, they're a partnered channel. That's why it's not paused. But, like, if you were to get ads or something and try to, like, tab out to Discord or do anything else to let the ads play, they will not play. They will pause and wait for you to come back.
That's bullshit.
That is bullshit. Watch when you like when you get ads on Jay's channel at some point. Oh, I was gonna say tab over to mine and just like watch what happens when you go back. It's crazy. That's the one good thing here. They can't do that, so ads never pause. Oh, that would be nice. But over here, if you tab off a channel, which doesn't make sense, you should be able to go do something else while you're waiting for the fucking ads. Like, but they try to force you to watch them. I'm just like, Twitch Turbo, guys. Just get Twitch Turbo. Also, good morning, Sturdy.
The only reason I don't do that, why is Sturdy's name pink?
Sturdy's name's red on my screen.
I see it. It looks the same as Miss Colette's on mine, almost exactly. Not quite, but close.
Sturdy, you're gonna need to set your name to red again. When you changed your name, it took away your default color.
Because that's not red.
No, on her screen it's absolutely pink. Mine's still red, but Launch still going well? As far as we know, it's going well.
So far, yeah. There's mostly quality of life issues.
Yeah, there's a lot of quality of life issues that need to be fixed and addressed, but as far as bugs and stuff, we are surprisingly smooth sailing for a game that's only been in development for 2 months.
It's a little laggy getting into battles, but that's about it. You determined that wasn't a memory leak, whatever else is going on.
Yeah, so we thought we might have a memory leak, but we don't. It's just poor performance right now, which is something that we can fix and work on, so that's not the biggest deal.
Give it a blue pill.
Huh?
A blue pill. Poor performance.
God damn it. How are you gonna call me a pervert when I say some pervert shit, and then you say some pervert shit? I was about to say I'm live. What the hell do you mean the privacy?
Yeah. That.
Tried to play it last night. It was nearly setting the laptop on fire. Yeah, I would wait if you have older hardware to play it because right now there is some performance issues.
Almost everybody who's complained about issues has 8 gigs of whatever.
Yeah, anybody with 8 gigs or less, because right now the game is taking up like 5 gigs of RAM for some reason. It's a 4070. That's interesting that it's doing that with a 4070. 16 gigs DDR5. Because it only, for some reason, like on my device, I only went up by 1% on my GPU. And I only went up by like 1 to 2 gigs on my memory. But a lot of people are having issues where it's just like bogging down their system. Like her laptop, it literally crashed it last night because it was taking up so many resources. And RAM just went nuts. My RAM was less affected than my CPU. It actually bumped my CPU by 8%.
Yeah.
Slowed down tabs. That's interesting. If you could send me all of that in a message, I will consolidate it and send it over to Huntress, and we will work on figuring out what is targeting those specific things and why they're going crazy. Because the issue with the game right now is it's not multi-threaded. It runs on a single thread, I think. Pretty sure. And so that's a performance thing that we're going to have to hit at some point very soon.
If you want to make suggestions that we already know, yes, some of the stuff is too small. I don't know if you use a trackpad, but trackpads aren't optimized at all.
We have, in fact, not optimized the trackpads on laptops, so not at all. We didn't even anticipate trackpads on mouse or on like laptops and shit because we're like, okay, we got mobile, and they have the touch things, so we did the touch things for iOS, did the touch things for Android, and then we're like, okay, we got PC, mouse and keyboard, easy. It's built into Godot or whatever. They were like, and maybe somebody will use a controller at some point. So we were like, okay, we're gonna put all of that in, and then we were like, ah, fuck, we forgot about the trackpad.
And I told him, I was like, by the way, you guys, the middle click, I can't drag the mouse around. I cannot drag.
I think actually you can left click and right click simultaneously, and then pull a finger around.
Oh, like press and then.
Yeah, so press on both of them and then move your finger around, and it might emulate the middle mouse.
Suggestion, but the 3 doesn't work. It just closes tabs. Right.
Yeah, no. So you left and right click simultaneously, and then you drag it around with a different finger, which is really weird. Yeah. Yeah, this is a prototype. The fact that we keep calling it a beta is really hurting my damn brain. We changed the names of the channels last night to early access channels because this is not a beta. This is an alpha, and even then that's pushing it. It's like a prototype. But we're doing our damnedest. So click with both fingers, do a left and a right click at the same time, and then try to drag around. Okay, so yours doesn't do it. Some laptops will let you emulate a middle click. Also, if you do the thing on the side where you pinch the right side and then try to drag around, sometimes it'll let you do that as well. But interesting. Yeah, your trackpad is.
Some trackpads do, some don't.
Yeah, and that's also something that makes it incredibly difficult to actually program properly for trackpads, is because not all trackpads work the same. And so you have to.
Y'all should have let just like me and like those of us who are right with the devs, just just be like, hey, just jump in real quick.
All of the devs were playing it, and we have laptops. The problem is everybody that has a laptop doesn't use the damn trackpad. They have a mouse and keyboard.
That's why you needed extra,
Uh,
like, before you even did that.
Yeah.
Because we pulled some of this shit out for you before the launch.
The only shit I need changing is the loudness when you leave a battle and go either back in or to another battle and the lightning strike down to load in the units already there. That shit, lol. Was it that loud? I keep my shit turned off. Even when I launch the game, like, I just go to the sound bar in the bottom and turn that shit down.
I really do like the lightning.
Yeah, that lightning's pretty cool. I'm actually making other effects to go with that.
Because that could be specific to different.
Well, it's going to be a purchasable, like, aesthetic at some point in the future. Instead of people just being able to sell skins, they'll also be able to sell, like, effects and whatnot. Yeah. It's another way to help promote and monetize the streamers and help them engage with their communities.
Miss Colette had pinned my thing. I'm glad the HTTPS bit didn't take part, but at least the Algos United one.
Yeah.
It's close enough.
Whoops.
I didn't think it was that loud, Sturdy.
Like an actual well, you didn't have your headset on either. Like a lot of people have. I have a 2.0 gain filter on my desktop audio, so like my shit's always loud, and I have to adjust it in the sound mixer.
The trackpad to me is the funniest thing that y'all didn't even think about. Like everything else, I still, yeah, I don't get why y'all ended up with it being so tiny.
That isn't us. That is Godot. Even the game itself, when you play on web browser and try to stream it and whatnot, and you move in and out, eventually you'll get this gray bar on the right side of your screen, and it's because the fucking viewport scaling in Godot is shit. We'll fix it though.
Are we getting my thing before or after the
I don't know yet. Well,
Actually,
never looked. Dude, I tossed my headset last night. I don't know what happened. It was when Tux came back to their computer and they started echoing back into their mic. Dude, I fucking flung my headset. Yeah. Fucking.
I muted because Tux and Hooks were far too excitable and panicky.
I love the team. Don't get me wrong. They're good people. I love every one of them. Hooks is awesome. Tux is awesome. The two of them together on that stream without Browsty or somebody there to ground them.
Yeah, no,
hell no. I'm not. Yeah, no. I ain't doing it. I love them to death, but I ain't doing it.
I'm not saying and whatnot that I need it right, but I'm just mind being in some of the streams to try to focus people. Because again, like they were just kind of doing whatever. I'm sitting here going, well, why don't you sit here and kind of address some of the issues as they're coming up instead of just panicking over them? Just be like, okay.
Panic.
We got this, understood. We're working on that. All right, cool. I'll let my people know. All right, he's working on that.
They seem like good people, but for me, in short bursts of 5 minutes, yeah. You gotta take that shit in bite-sized chunks. There. Everybody knows me.
Which is also an interesting point.
That's true. Everybody knows me though. Like I don't deal with loud, hyperactive. Like after a couple of minutes of that, I'm like, deuces, homie, and I piece the fuck out. Like
we would not have gotten along in high school. I was
absolutely not.
A lot more.
Who dis? New streamer? No, I'm not a new streamer. I've been streaming since 2017. What up, Brog? How you doing, buddy?
Oh, what an adorable emote!
That is adorable.
I can see the emotes on here better than I could on my computer. Look at this. By highlighting it?
Oh, yeah, that's adorable. They're supposed to pop up big like that when you highlight them.
But they never look that good on the computer screen.
That's because you're looking at a 4K fucking TV and your monitor down there is like 720p. Yeah, 4K TV, 720p monitor. That's why. I saw you live on the Algos page. Wanted to come say hi. I appreciate that. I'm not. That is actually the whole point of the page. I'm not actually doing anything Algos related at the moment, which I guess could be considered meh,
But you're not.
but you know.
There's literally nothing you can do to take yourself off the page, and you're not advertising.
Oh, I
much.
could take myself off the page if I wanted to. I'm literally one of the developers.
But it's just meet the devs live, not.
Yeah, to be fair, it doesn't say the devs are currently. Like, I am working on something for the game. I just can't do it live with you guys in here.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. I mean, it's like Hooks. Is Hooks not?
The banter with the wife is worth hanging out? And I don't know about all that. How long have you been here?
Kidding.
I'm in your closet.
Yeah, half this stream, unfortunately or fortunately, I am involved in. So I always feel bad if I kind of overplay because it is his stream, but I am inevitable.
All right, Thanos, calm the fuck down. Oh, damn it. You made me wiggle my hand. Plush. Oh my god. I don't know why. Okay, that's the word cute. I thought that it said Plushy thinks my frogs are slutty. And I was like, what? Like, where did that come from?
Step one, he has psychosis, so it's entirely possible he did hallucinate that.
Yeah, there's actually a very good possibility. In my mind, it did say slutty when I first looked at it. Y'all are the cutest? I don't know about all that.
Oh, hi.
There's nothing cute about me.
He isn't running battles, he just has
I think he's asleep, honestly. I'm 900% sure that it's slutty. Lol.
Worse that he's in the other category. That
oh, fuck, that was loud. Thank you for the follow. Oh, Juicy Fruit with the follow. Hi, Automod. I got you. I said it first, so it's fine.
He reads it out for people even if he doesn't permit it.
Yeah, usually. Twitch was like, are you sure you want to send that? Dude, oh my god. I said yesterday in Jay's chat, okay, I was talking to Jay about, like, because I got this new 4K monitor, but it's also a 4K drawing pad. So it's a monitor that folds down onto my desk and turns into a drawing tablet. And I sent it a picture of it to Jay or whatever. I was like, this thing's fucking badass. But I was telling him, or I was telling them in their stream, I was like, hey, I'm going to shoot you a message on Discord. And, well, whenever I said, I'm going to shoot you, Twitch was like, wee, alert. This motherfucker's a psycho. I'm like, God damn it, Twitch, that's not what I'm talking about.
UPS, your Amazon package has been shipped and is scheduled to be delivered tomorrow.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that I'm ambidextrous.
I'm always surprised, but I don't mind it. I'm fine with it. I'm always surprised that Twitch allows those gun emotes.
They don't. They're against TOS.
Well, that they don't remove them, that they permit them, they approve them.
They don't actually approve them. Most of the people that have the emotes have this auto approval thing, and if those emotes were to get reported, the emotes will get removed, and the person adding them will lose their ability to automatically upload emotes.
So if you want to screw somebody.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to fuck with hooks right now, it's actually against terms of service to stream in the wrong category. So the fact that he's in the stream murder category is actually against Twitch TOS. I hate now when you say some shit, Twitch pops up with, are you sure you want to send this? We think it might cause offense.
I get that on Instagram.
That's a mistake, Twitch. I'm a heartless asshole. That just tells me I'm doing shit right. Right?
Instagram is always telling me, this looks like some comments that have been reported. Or sometimes they're like,
yeah.
Would you like to change this? I'm always getting in trouble on Instagram.
The thing that pisses me off the most with social media is Facebook. And when I'm scrolling through it, and somebody will post something, and you'll see a bunch of these messages that are like, this message is hidden because it could be considered offensive. And then when you click on the message, it's this right here. Hang on.
I get asked how many times I've been bopped on Instagram.
Press comment bot? No, literally, if you write the word Y with a question mark on certain Twitch posts or Facebook posts, they will hide your comment for being offensive.
I've gotten my comment removed if it was just an emote. like, and I'm talking like a smiley face emote of some variety, I have to change how I write. So sometimes if you're on their radar on Instagram, if you write the word I, just the letter I, referring to yourself more than like 3 times, it'll flag it thinking you're spam.
Or that you're
Or
trying to
right.
farm content.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I simply use a lowercase l. I frequently in my comments will swap I's and L's.
That's probably part of why they think you're a bot, though.
No.
Because you're trying to circumvent the system.
No, that only happens when I don't do that.
Adding cheeky context to memes? Lol.
I call people idiots all the time on Instagram. I don't put up with the bullshit on Instagram.
I have a zero tolerance for stupidity. I really love sarcasm and humor and whatnot, but I'll be honest, I cannot stand stupid people. I can handle ignorant people, but stupid people is where I draw the line.
Yeah.
I'm never mean or malicious to people that don't deserve it, like people who haven't done anything. But if you get to the point where I'm going to tell you to go fuck yourself, like you've really fucked up at that point.
I am working on it. But on anonymous things like Instagram, I have a hard time biting my tongue when people are saying stupid shit or are very blatantly wrong about
I just
something.
don't bite my tongue at all, period.
Like,
so.
Stream here, I'll fuck off.
Fuck off. Find it funny if you just write block business that posts that shit, you will get flooded with bots saying, oh, yeah, dude, oh my god, I fucking dare you to go on Twitter and have any kind of customer service related issue and tag your company in it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if you post a single post with 4 letters and just write the word hack and post it to Twitter, you will get flooded with fucking bots that are like, my buddy did da 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 da. Yeah. Yeah, those fucking bots are crazy, dude.
Or if you try to post like a GoFundMe,
yeah,
you get bots posting their own.
They'll be like, hey, well, they'll be like, DM me and I can help with your GoFundMe. It's like, bitch, the links in the.
Children in Africa post.
Yeah.
Get down. By the way, if you hear feeling bitch or any other like really.
Oh yeah, if you ever hear me yell that someone's a cunt, I'm talking to my cat, not my wife.
Yes, if you hear either of us yelling bitch or other obscene, like offensive to call somebody else terms, that's the cat.
Yeah, we're referring to the cat, not each other. The worst thing I refer to my wife as is peckerhead, and it's a term of endearment. So.
Yeah, we don't cuss each other out with things.
We don't cuss each other out in general at all.
I am simultaneously watching.
She's watching a cat rescue hotel thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't tolerate it.
Well, yeah, no, and I won't tolerate, like, there's a couple of things that I don't tolerate. Being cussed out is one of them, but also being screamed at. Like, if you start screaming at me.
PTSD response.
Well, it's not even just PTSD response,
autism
but
response.
I will absolutely put a stop to that shit immediately.
And then he will proceed to yell.
Well, if it were a man doing it, I'd knock their fucking teeth down their throat. So. Like, I do not tolerate that shit at all.
Yeah, we gotta figure out if we're getting my thing before or after.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Why are you staring at the door frame?
Because she's a goofy kitty push. I thought my screen was flickering. It's that fucking ceiling fan reflecting in my in my monitor.
You will often hear us referring to the cat doing dumb shit.
Oh yeah, I cuss the cat out all the time, so.
Well, here's the thing. So at our last apartment, we had just plain wood door frames. She would, of course, scratch at them. She doesn't touch furniture. She doesn't care about furniture. She likes door frames. And she used to yeet herself up them and crawl and jump and be at the top and like scratch her way down.
You put that picture in Discord, didn't you, where she was hanging from the top of the door frame?
Well, that's our Discord.
You put it in the Algos
It might
Discord
be.
the other day.
But anyway, yeah, if you look through
As
like
a meme or
Calico up
something.
on, yeah, that was the GIF that I put it on there. Sturdy has DM'd you.
Oh, did he?
But yeah, ever since we moved to this house that we're renting, the door frames are painted, so she doesn't jump them up anymore. She still likes to scratch at them and lean up on them and hug them and obsess and stare at them, but
Oh, beautiful. Sturdy. Good to know.
did he let you know it came out?
Well, no. He
Oh.
let me know. Let me mute my microphone so he doesn't sound like an asshole, but hold up.
But yeah, you should tell him the good news about the Kickstarter.
Oh, yeah. So the average loss on a Kickstarter, does anybody know what it is? Like, what percentage of your pledges you lose in a Kickstarter on average?
Often, probably because people pledge more than they have, and
or they just don't, meet the pledge whenever it ends. But the average Kickstarter will lose 20% or more of the people that back it. Like 9%, it's almost 20%.
The average overall.
Yeah, the average Kickstarter loses close to 20% of its backing. Guess how much we lost?
Here's a hint, less than that.
It is less than that.
Less than what 30 said.
Yeah. We only lost 5.2%.
About.
Of the entire backing. Thought you meant bales? Oh, yeah, no, I'm talking about like successful Kickstarters who get to the point where they take money out of people's account. 20% of those people fail to meet their pledge on average.
Because they have less than their account than
yeah,
they were
either they don't have the money in their account or for whatever reason.
It's going to be 7.7 UV today. And
yeah,
we're going to be out in the peak of it. Sunscreen.
Yeah. Hello, cat. She's been trying to get my attention for like.
Yes. That's why she's been scratching.
I know.
Damn, she's been fed, right?
Yeah, I fed her at fucking 4:45 this morning.
So he got me a TV for my birthday, and guess where the cat slept last night?
In the TV box, and then she couldn't get out this morning, so I had to dump her out of it. Because she's a dummy. I woke up this morning, I was making coffee and whatnot at like 4:30 this morning, and all I hear is like the scratching, like sliding noises. I'm like, what the fuck? It's a cat trying to get out of the damn TV box so she can get in there so I could feed her. I walked in the living room and the box is leaning one way, but she's upside down in the box trying to crawl her way out of the box. Yeah. So she's like trying to Spider-Man her fucking way out of the box. I'm like, how'd you even get in the box? You fucking dummy.
Climbing on shit we didn't want to climb on.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly probably how she got in there.
We think she slept in there last night. She was.
No, she was sleeping in there when I woke up because she was chilling when I first got up. And then after about 5 minutes of me being awake and wandering around, she was like, oh shit, somebody's awake. And she started trying to get out of the box. But she couldn't because it was laying this way, but she was on her back in the box trying to walk her way out.
I mean, that's how a lot of cats move around under things like sofas, so it works. She just.
Well, clearly it doesn't work when you're trying to go up and out at like a 95-degree angle or some shit.
But yeah, and she wasn't in distress. She wasn't meowing or doing anything crazy.
Yeah, she was just chilling.
Like, I can't get out. I think if he had left her in there, we'd have gotten to that point, but.
Maybe. She's normally pretty good about figuring her way out of things, but she's kind of a dumbass.
If you're gonna be stupid, then you gotta also be.
You gotta be tough.
And she's on the tough side of things.
You either gotta, if you're stupid, you gotta be tough or pretty. You cannot, yeah.
She is pretty.
She's not tough, so.
She's tougher than.
Nah.
Well, jumping off of the damn door frames.
She,
I need more people to play with.
Well, I am not currently streaming Algos at the moment. because I got stuff to do here,
Hmm.
and then I have things I gotta get done today. I got that MRI at 2 o'clock and whatnot, and I really don't want to take any of the spotlight away from the people who paid to be in the closed beta right now, because there's going to be a lot of people that are just like, oh hey, he's one of the devs. Let's go hang out over there, and I want to give people the opportunity to enjoy what we've done. I've been dealing with fucking Algos for the last 2 months. I'll be alright. If there's anybody that wants to hang out with me, they'll show up regardless.
Apparently through the dev. Meet the devs. Hello. What are you doing, you knucklehead?
I'm gonna have to do some recoloring on this too because of the lighting they used off the wings. All rectified my end now. All that was confirmed. Good shit, Sturdy. I appreciate it, dude. Hopefully all your shit gets sorted soon and we can get back to murdering hordes of evil and death and chaos and mayhem and whatnot. Rip. I gotta use the restroom real quick though. I'll be right back.
I don't know if I put it down as an at 2 or the time we should be there is at 2. I simply have it as 2. Because you are the one who told me what time.
I'm gonna mute my microphone for a moment because I'm talking to the MRI people. Alright, I'm back. I was on the phone with the stupid MRI people. Man, talk about doing shit pixel by pixel. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. There we go. Can I help you?
Yes.
Just a waffle or something. I'm not.
Okay.
No, Jay, that is a bug.
What's the bug?
Having a lead the charge option when there's already a battle that you have running.
Yeah.
Purchased or is just open for use.
They do also have biscuits and gravy.
I'm good with a waffle. I did Huntress yell hooks. Hello, Saya. How you doing, buddy? How'd your night go last night with your Dead by Daylight and whatnot? There's some bullshit like always. No, my MRI's at 2 p.m. So I will be just kind of chilling, working on fixing my guy here because I had this avatar made a while back, and it only cost me like $20, so I wasn't too messed up about it. But they originally gave it wings, and I told them I wanted like green wings similar to Tyrael from Diablo, but it wound up coming out looking like this instead of Diablo style, and so I'm just going and fixing it.
Should it not have feathers?
No, so they should look. Let me. Something like this, but green. Very different? Yeah, not even remotely the same.
I mean, it still look good, but it's not what you wanted.
Exactly, so I'm doing it myself.
I swear, it probably put more effort into the feather ones than
Oh, probably, yeah. They just didn't understand quite what I was asking, I guess. It was a Fiverr person who didn't speak the greatest English. Like, our communication was not as great, so it happens.
Angel wings, yeah.
I mean, Tyrael is an angel. He's an archangel of justice, but he doesn't have feathered wings. And before I start working on my pixel art and shit, I would like to actually get my avatar where I want it to be.
Fallen, yeah.
Well, they don't have any wings when they fall. They rip them off. That's how he gets to Earth as a human in the Diablo universe. He rips his wings off and throws them down and gets cast out of the high heavens.
You know, so the games I play on my computer or my tablet, the evolution of no ad payment is astounding. It starts with like 99 cents, remove ads, $4, but then it goes up to like, well, then it goes up to like $10. And now I'm seeing them say no ads for 30
14.
days, 60 days, or for a year. For like, the year is like $100
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
for a stupid game.
Yeah.
And
People
then
will
this
pay
one,
it though.
this one is $10 a week for no ads.
Yeah, people will pay it though. That's
Yeah.
the issue.
Or they'll try it and then forget and whatnot. But it's just like I don't mind paying $1 to $3 for no ads.
Yeah.
Even 5 if the game's good enough. I'm not paying $10 for a mobile game.
Nope. Me neither.
I would never get to play anything. There's a handful of games I have that I have purchased no ads, but I'm pretty much not doing it anymore because I won't spend $10, $30 on ads.
Apparently they've sent me a message about.
Yeah, I don't blame you, Saya. Especially if the ads start interfering with gameplay. I get it kind of in between levels, but if it's during, I will delete that.
I'm glad that Steam took a stance against that and told developers to go fuck themselves and banned all games with ads from Steam, even free to play games.
Really?
You can have no ads on Steam, period. If your game has any ads in it, it is banned from Steam.
I like that, 'cause I thought it was just for the you already paid for it kind of thing.
Nope, that is for all advertisements in game.
Oh, are you going to see a neurologist?
Oh yeah, what is the neurologist for, if you don't mind me asking? You use free cash site, download games via them. Usually they say watch so many ads, get paid so much for it. I mean, interesting, but you don't touch any on Steam for sand playtest. Multiple sclerosis. I forget what that is.
Multiple sclerosis is a neurodegenerative disease. Some people deteriorate faster than others. My cousin has it. She's doing all right, but it can be really nasty. But it also can be mild. It really depends. My sympathies,
Yeah, that
because that
does
does
not
suck.
sound good at all. It sounds like it blows big ol' monkey balls. Where the hell is my zoomer?
It can cause a lot of pain, especially
Oh, there
because
it
your
is.
nerve coverings are being stripped away.
Oh yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
No.
Oh, why am I being repeatedly harassed on Discord right now?
Oh,
What's
here
going
is
on
an
here?
update.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Update from Huntress. I got a message from Shaw, 2 messages from you, and 1 from Sturdy. Following on form all of the feedback. These are the priorities the team are going to be looking at tackling today. Camera pan controls, middle mouse button not ideal, trackpads are having issues. Trackpads just don't work, actually. We
They don't
didn't,
exist.
yeah, we didn't actually program that. It can be you're no longer in a wheelchair, so I'm happy. Oh, beautiful. I'm actually working my way into wheelchairs, so that's fun. Wee-hoo.
Well, congrats.
That is fucking awesome though.
Um, you you don't have to answer. What therapies are you using? I know I've seen things like bee venom therapy, but I know that that's still a little weird for people. But are you using
Stinging me with no damn
just
bees.
regular meds or therapy? Like heat
Yeah.
makes worse. He does not do well in heat. He
I will
passes
pass
out.
out in the heat, so
He doesn't have MS, but some of his symptoms are very reminiscent to it. But he obviously doesn't have your. Okay, so you're on a med that's been for the last 15 years in physical therapy. That'll do it. Yeah. I'm really glad that you were able to get a med that helped out because that's fantastic being able to not have to be in a wheelchair.
yep.
I'm proud of you.
I can't go anywhere without my wheelchair, so
You're not supposed to go anywhere without your wheelchair.
I can't go anywhere without my wheelchair because I will wind up on my ass somewhere.
I know, but sometimes you just refuse.
Well, you know, I don't like being confined.
Yes. Oh, my mom's also got fibromyalgia. That sucks. And you got the hemochromatosis. You're all is that why you're a blood Saya? But no, you
Fucking
got
get out of here with that shit.
what? The car. Yeah. Same with him. Sometimes he's like, nope, we're gonna zoom. I walk way faster than he does.
No, she don't.
Even when he wants to zoom. So it honestly is more beneficial if I wheel him around.
I'm fast as fuck.
Isn't it wild how it's so often that if you have one issue, you end up also having multiple others?
Well, yeah, because they compound on each other and make each other worse. So it tends to, especially with neurological shit.
Yeah.
If you have one neurological disorder, you tend to wind up with like 4 or 5 of them bitches. There's never just oh, let me be psychotic in peace. No, I've got to have psychosis, autism, PTSD, schizoaffective, fucking, like, it's got to be a snowball effect.
Yeah.
Like with my spine. Like I've got fucking degenerative nerve disease, but that degenerative nerve disease hit every branch in the family tree. Yeah, I got the short end of the stick diet from like a biological standpoint, but like
we're planning to move up to Pennsylvania from North Carolina.
yeah, we're planning on moving to PA from here if we're able to, but we're in North Carolina at the moment.
Yeah, he's got degenerative disc disease too. That's why we're getting the MRIs.
Yeah, I got degenerative disc disease in my spine. I've got it to where my spine is collapsing on my spinal cord in my cervical spine, so it's squeezing it. And then there's 2 places, one on the left at my C7 and one on the right on my C6, where it's compressing the nerve roots that come out of my spine. On T8 and T9, I have a very small fluid-filled hole in my spine that runs through my T8 vertebrae and into my T9 vertebrae.
Oh yeah, Midwest, you're screwed
Yep.
in the middle of summer.
And then on my T9 vertebrae, I have a tumor that is irritating the shit out of me because it makes my back hurt. But on the bright side, it's not malignant, so it won't spread. It's not cancerous, it's just a tumor. They are going to monitor it every 6 months to a year to make sure it doesn't get bigger.
Blood, have you looked at his disabilities list command?
Oh, yeah, if you type exclamation mark disabilities, that's not even an exhaustive list. I need to update that list because it's changed and things have come to light that weren't quite in the light at that point. But I do have a disabilities command, though. According to our health service here, you're well enough to be out and about working. Oh, yeah, I'll just pass out on the street. It's fine. That shit's wild to me that they treat y'all like that.
Slip discs are very, very painful. Yeah, he's on 100% disability, but unfortunately, it's apparently based on what you put into the system. So he doesn't even make remotely a living wage off of his disability. He could not live on what he makes.
Yeah, if I were by myself, I would not be able to survive on the disability that I have because it's like based on how long you were able to work. But the thing is, I was disabled until I was 18 legally.
Ridiculous.
And then they took my disability away because I turned 18. And fucking, it took me years to get my disability back, and I worked a couple of odd jobs in the meantime. But then I never really was able to pay in much to disability because I couldn't work very well. And I got my disability back, but it's only $1,000 a month. I used to make fucking $2,500 a month when I was a teenager on disability, and then they took it away and gave it back, and now I make $1,080 a month. And I had a grade 2 tear in my ankle. They refused to write me off and said you were well enough on crutches to carry on working. That's fucked off. Your disability's 758. That's garbage. Have you applied for SSI? Because if you have anything under 1,000 in disability, you can also draw SSI on top of it.
He makes barely more than you do, but that's insane. And
Yeah,
some of it has to go to child support too.
That's true. I still have to pay 125 of that to child support every month.
What is his disability?
Yeah. Don't qualify because survivors benefit? That doesn't make any sense. You should still be able to get your own disability. Whoops. That was loud. And that hurt my ear.
That's, yeah.
What are we yang?
Just technically.
Oh, okay. So you get both of those. Okay, yeah, that's fair. I get 1,080, but then 125 of that goes to child. Well, 150 because I pay an extra 25 on top of the 125 for back pays or whatever. But so I get 1,080, 150 is automatically gone for child support.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's $1,000 and $1,080. That's,
yeah.
Our rent is $1,000. We're lucky to be in a very low rent.
Yeah, if I paid rent, I would not even be able to pay child support.
So check that.
When you're married, you will not lose your disability. Your husband could be a millionaire and you will still keep your disability if you get married. What you will not keep is your Medicaid and like any.
Except you got grandfathered still with your COVID shit.
Well, yeah, but that's irrelevant. Not my COVID shit, their COVID shit. So you'll lose your Medicaid, you'll lose your survivor's benefits, and you'll lose any state benefits that you have if he makes too much money. But you won't lose your actual disability.
That was part of us waiting to get married a little bit because we thought he might lose his disability.
Yeah.
Um,
All they took was my Medicaid and my food stamps, those bastards.
well, to be fair, at this point, we can get those back.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm going to be like, hey, bitches, give me my money back. Now, I had to apply for Medicaid and food stamps just to get denied to apply for financial aid at your hospitals? That's fucking weird. Because, I mean, you can actually just look it up too. Like, it'll tell you. So you can lose SSI, but you won't lose SSD.
Wait, 10,000 a year?
Maximum for disability in a year you're allowed to be given, no matter how bad you are, is 10K. Yeah, that's wild. I make 12 grand a year though, so I feel that.
Yeah, disability is
So,
like, hey, you can't work, here's money, but we can't give you enough to actually survive, so you got to find side hustles.
yeah. Spouse's data is a SSA rep. He figures everything out for you because you literally can't. Well, just to help you out, SSDI is based on your own earnings record if you've ever done any work. Now, SSI is completely different. That will be affected by your spouse's income. However, huh? Oh, son of a bitch. Fuck off, ads. I'm busy here. Your spouse's income will not affect your eligibility for Social Security disability insurance. So, SSDI, they're two different things. And had to live loan to loan. She was fully disabled. Yeah, that's wild. That's dumb. Somebody tell Jay they won't be epics, they're bigified. Yeah, because we're going to have bigification potions that make them big, juicy units. It's like epic units, but big, fancy cap units. It's going to be a spell you can cast on one of your units to bigify them. Why do you dislike so many of our terminologies? She doesn't like the battle combobulator either. Even though combobulator, by the way, is a perfectly acceptable term for something that combobulates the battle.
With such ridiculous technical terms.
What? It's fucking beautiful. Get ready and get a rental car? Ugh, that's gross.
But Blood, we can send you what he can tell you about the disability because you shouldn't lose it if you're on SSD.
If it's SSDI, you will not lose it regardless of what your spouse makes. If it's SSI, you will. That's a difference. Just bigify them. Fight me. Coolest terms ever.
Your
Hmm?
your closed captions are just the most ridiculous.
I have told you to stop reading my closed captions, to be fair. Find the optic neuritis worse than the MS at this point? I have acute channel glaucoma, so they had to blow holes in my eyes with a laser, so I feel that in my bones.
Didn't even know he had an optic issue until he got insurance, with his Medicaid. So I'm like, let's go get your eyes, because he complains of migraines and stuff, and that can be done. So we went there, and they're like, yeah, we're not even going to dilate your eyes because I don't want to risk making you blind.
Yeah, they wouldn't dilate my eyes because they're like, oh shit, your eyes are gonna explode.
He was
I'm like,
so
oh,
paranoid
that's,
until we could see the specialist, and then we got
that's
the
fun.
procedure. Yeah. And that was around the same time we had to get all your teeth pulled, right?
Yeah.
Because he had awful teeth. They had to pull them all. Yeah. It went fine. We've been aggressively, other things is he has very dry eyes, so we've been aggressively moisturizing them at least 4 times a day. He's on Restasis. And
Yeah,
he says they've been helping a
these
lot.
motherfuckers put me on some $2,000 eye drops. Just got your teeth done because a free pop-up. Restasis is nice. It annoys the shit out of me. It makes my eyes hurt.
He doesn't like it, but it's been helping a lot. Well, no, he does. We didn't have to pay 2,000. It was the Medicaid stuff.
Oh yeah, my insurance paid for it.
Yeah, no,
but
we didn't pay it. We couldn't have afforded that.
The point is, though, somebody fucking paid for that, and that annoys me. Like, how the fuck are you gonna charge 2,000 for some damn eye drops?
Right. And the whole eye drops, the fact that there's like 10 doses in one bottle, but you're only supposed to use one per.
Yeah, shit makes no sense.
Yeah, we got a 3-month supply. That's why it was so part of why it was so expensive. But
Yeah, it's a 3-month supply, but it's still $2,000 if you had to buy it outright.
where are you driving 6 hours to?
Yeah, 6 hours is a long fucking drive. Screw all that.
I mean, that's like going up to my parents. Not that bad.
That's pretty bad.
Shoot, you drive 6 hours in the city, you'll still be in the same state in Texas. You Bradley? Yeah. So with the Restasis, we also do that. I recap it and reuse it. And I just try to make sure it stays, in the box, try to stay as clean. That way we don't have any contamination stuff. But yeah, I don't, it's so expensive. I'm not comfortable using, each one a single use time.
Yeah, it's fucking wild.
Oh, okay. So it's a 3 hours each way.
I mean, that's slightly better, but still a big old no for me. If it's more than about 20 minutes, I ain't going. It ain't happening.
Except we spend how much to get to those other places. We'll do an hour or two.
I'm usually dead or dying by the time we're done, though.
We're slowly getting more leaders.
Yep. People waking up and getting on the grind. Did it ever update me to the art category? Huh?
Just somebody's tags. I don't mind them, but that's interesting.
Lol.
Look up Day Trader Gamers tags.
No, I know.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm the one that invited him to the closed beta.
The tag for them. Alright, can I get it to wait? It was
Whoops. Alright, there's why I should lift my pen occasionally.
You know, I think didn't we get denied for Medicare Part D or something?
No. They pay for my Medicare expenses.
Maybe it was C we were looking for. No, you're still in software development.
Interesting. But yeah, no, the state pays for my Medicare premium. I don't pay that myself. I used to. And then they offered to pay it for me, so I was like, okay, I'll let you do that.
Simple Person's got a nice little banner, or is that from y'all? Oh, Simple is going through your update.
Huh?
He's going through the update required.
Oh, fucking lol. That's gonna be the biggest troll meme that we accidentally left in the game.
Y'all didn't mean to.
No, we didn't mean to leave that in there. It was just a placeholder. It just wound up. We meant to take My Stars Archer out of there too, but shit happens. We had a lot going on, man. Somebody was commenting in Discord there yesterday. They were like, I'm being fucking trolled by the update button. I was like, ah, fuck. We forgot to remove it. It was good content though, so. Content's better when it's. It was trolling, was funny. Yeah, dude, it was great. I was cracking up. We meant to remove it before we shipped the game out live. We just forgot. We had too much shit going on yesterday. That was initially there to troll us, not to troll the community.
But it was great and they loved it.
What you chuckling at over there?
Shut up.
Wait, who shouted you out?
Person.
Why? You're not even a streamer.
I just said hello.
Lol.
I gotta shut up for existing.
How dare they?
I mean, use this Frosty tool test, just reading.
Oh, yeah. You reading the hysterically interesting AI post about you?
Yeah.
You know, hysterically, I could have used AI to remove all this.
Yeah.
But I can't stand AI, so.
I use it as a tool, but I don't. Oh, great. How far away was that? Well, apparently the food's 22 minutes out.
The what?
Food.
Oh. I thought you said the brief. I was like, who are we briefing? I may or may not be getting a bionic arm, guys. Where's the meester? Oh, she's live. Nice. She's live on Twitch if you want to give her a shout out.
I do wish with Twitch I could maybe just like. I wish when I make it small, I could choose to leave chat up with a very small stream.
You can pop out the chat.
I can pop out the player.
You can pop the chat out too. I don't remember how, but I know you can.
Pop out player.
There's a button in there somewhere. I mean,
You can pop out the chat for your.
because I used to pop out the chats all the time. Yeah, right there. You just click on the thing. It says pop out chat. If you click on the little gear on the bottom.
I only have pop out player.
The fuck?
I can read if it said pop out chat. That's what I'm telling you. It's not there.
Mine says pop out chat, so I guess it's the browser you use. Click on it and see what happens.
It pops out the player.
The whole fucking thing? That's weird.
2 screens now.
That makes no sense.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, mine just pops out the chat box itself. Oh, is it because you're in theater mode? Are you in turn it off at theater mode and then try to pop it out?
No.
Interesting. Don't know then. Mine lets me pop it out, so. Oh, fucking sturdy. Shut up, you pervert. Did you call him at work? Me and my friend are just sending each other SpongeBob gifts. I mean, as long as you're getting paid. Can't argue with that. The what? Oh, they're actually against TOS, so.
One of my store's better TTV is something, I don't know what, with his big bubbly butt.
Lol. You got a what?
So how are we finding the balance going with?
Rogues are a little OP at the moment, but they will be fixed some when we get the escort mechanic in there, to where we can assign warriors to the rogues on the back end.
My specific question having been the dynamic input, like I put in players and it places based on what I've put in, whether or not it's the
Huh?
characters, but like the number of people, like how's that going?
I don't understand the question.
I put down 10 units and it doesn't give me 100 to battle.
Oh, it's going alright for the moment. We're scaling it based on difficulty. People are having a hard time with the hardcore mode, which is to be expected. But other than that, I mean, they're doing alright. We'll still have to adjust a lot of that whenever we put a progression system in the game where people can start leveling up and whatnot. Because that's going to change the dynamic of everything. But Shaw sending me a fucking picture of my own stream. Fuck off, Shaw. You could say hello, you dick. What's this peace of mind business? Oh, beautiful. Yeah, well, my brain is. I just gotta make sure that I keep everything in the.
Hi.
Yep, that's beautiful. Our fucking query average speed is 0.88 milliseconds, which is insane, by the way. For anybody that knows anything about server response times, when you have multiple lobbies going and whatnot, like that's actually really good, considering the number of people that we had playing and the average amount of time the server took to respond. That's really good, man. For anybody that is unfamiliar with that, that's less than a single millisecond, which is 3 times faster than some monitors' refresh rates. If that puts it into perspective. Not sure how I feel about that, so I'm probably going to smooth that off.
Um,
Uh,
I put algosunitedlive.com/play as a shortcut, so I can just open it in a tab. Not found.
404?
Just not found.
Yeah, you might have to. So go to the main Discord, look in the announcements. There was a thing where
Right.
Huntress put in there. Well, no, you got to use the direct link instead of the redirected because it keeps going down for some reason. So it's better to just use the direct link to the game instead of the redirect. It's like game.algosunited dot blah 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 some shit. I put it in chat earlier, but yeah, there it is. It's in. Let me. I'm gonna copy paste it into my chat real quick, and if any of you guys need it, you can pin it to the top. Oh, let me.
I already have it, like it's saved in the.
Yeah, take that though and pin it to the top of chat for me if you would, and you can just pin it till the stream goes offline, and that way people will have it.
Miss Colette, can you pin that?
I mean, I might can.
There it goes. I don't know why I can't pin.
Manually unpinned or end of stream. There we go. That is very strange though. And that way, oh damn it, damn buttons. That'll be available for anybody who's having issues with the redirect. Let me message him. Oh, huh?
Curseforge popped up.
I don't fucking know. Then I'll pin that to the general channel in Discord for now. If it'll let me. It won't let me. What the fuck? Oh, there it goes. Boop. So Ryan came in. He's like, I don't know how, but it's probably Ryan's fault. I was like, damn it, Ryan. Crack me up. Tell me about it.
Interesting.
What?
My store's in the Algos category, but I don't see her in the Algos category.
Wait, what?
So on here, she's on her Twitch, the
I
category.
can't see through the damn window.
So she is on Algos right here.
Yeah, I can't see that because there's
Just
big
take
ass
my
window
word
anyway.
for it.
Okay, cool.
This one,
Did you refresh it?
twice.
Refresh it again? Interesting.
20 Simple J and Day Trader. Now, if I click on it from her, what happens?
Now she's
Now
there.
she's there.
That's weird. Probably some Twitch server issues.
What happens if you open it up? Like, would a random person?
I don't know. I'm not dealing with that at the moment. That is outside of our realm to be able to fix, regardless of what it is, because that's a Twitch issue. Probably just takes a while to add somebody to the category. Well, the later in the day we get, the more time it'll probably take. Either way, there ain't nothing we can do to fix it. Because we don't have access to Twitch's servers.
Yeah, I'm just pulling it up on here, so
Oh, you bastard. It adjusted the size of my brush. Other food?
Food is in fact 1 minute away.
Beautiful.
What the hell?
What?
My loading screen's at 112%.
Fucking. Alright. Screenshot that if you can. That's funny.
Oh, I sent you a screenshot of me. I was in Jay's battle and I left the battle on the map, and it didn't kick me out when the battle was over. It just stayed at 0 minutes.
Weird.
See, I sent it to you.
Alright.
Alright, food is being delivered. Here we go.
Whoops. I can tell there's going to be a lot of recoloring I'm going to have to do here later on. I don't know how they did the light effect. I think they just used GIMP or something to generate lights on the armor as like a flare effect or something. And so I'm not sure how I'm going to want to approach that later, but we'll see.
So I hacked my way into your waffle. I looked at their sides, and you can buy a waffle as a side for $7.50 instead of paying for a waffle with bacon or something for like $12.
Interesting.
It's like bacon is not worth $5.
Clearly never had good bacon.
My husband says it's probably the waffle. You
Oh, beautiful. You just set it somewhere for now.
do you require utensils?
No.
Would you like any warm bread? It's not even really toasted.
What is it?
It's just toast, but it's not remotely crunchy. There are 4, so if you would like 2. I'm not sure you can call this toast, but I also have grits if you would like grits.
Hmm.
I like MyStar's little um blurb up there.
Blurb.
So Augustinad Live, 15 energy to place a unit. Users have no cooldown when unless already placed in a battle. Regenerate energy every 6 seconds. So couple like
That's fancy. Oh, BRB. Back and live. I'll work some more on this and then probably find somebody to raid in a little bit, and that way we can make sure I got everything that I need before we leave. And we can go pick up your ring before the MRI, because there's no way in hell that I'm dealing with that afterwards.
I figured. I gave you the option.
So. Huh?
Just this doesn't even read through the styrofoam. I have to have it like.
Oh. Why does Jay's stream keep pausing on me?
Are you going to other things?
No. It seems to just completely frozen on my end, so. No, there it went. I can hear him now.
Oh, look.
What?
Just Daydreamer's command has, it's called pump it, and then it shows this like in a dress,
The
but
hell?
with, like, it looks like oil squirting it. Just
People are wild. Yeah. I will finish fighting with this later. Looks fine for the moment. I am going to find somebody to go harass, I suppose. And that person will probably be Jay, because I'm already on their stream.
gonna say there's Mysore, and then there's Simple Person if you want to dismiss from.
Yeah, I'm just read his goofy ass, and then I'm
Yeah, I don't have to introduce myself. You already know.
Yeah. And then I go get all my stuff did. And then I will holler at you nerds later. I'll be live again after my MRI. No, I will be later today. It'll probably be around 5. It's not going to be immediately after. I'll probably take a nap afterwards just to wind down, but we'll go harass him for a little bit. You